I'm going to talk quickly about a source of B12 for vegans or vegetarians or those on a plant-based diet. I know sometimes it's a concern, B12, if you're plant-based, just because B12 sources are generally animal-based products. And so there's a concern that if you're eating plant-based that you won't be getting enough B12. And my only question about that, though, is I know there are societies like in the Blue Zone region, such as the Okinawa Japanese, who are predominantly vegan and eat very, very minimal amounts of animal-based products, yet they seem to be the healthiest people in the world and living the longest and the most active. But anyway, you know, just to cover the bases and make sure we have our B12. One thing that we were doing for a while was taking just B12 capsules, and that was pretty easy to do. And you know, you could just take one every so often, and it would have like 1,000-something% of B12, right? Another option I found, though, and I was at the grocery store one day, and I was browsing the kind of like the health food section with the flaxseed and the chia seeds, and I saw this stuff. And this is, I'd heard about it before, but it's nutritional yeast flakes. And this particular one is by Red Star, and it's called Savory Nutritional Yeast Flakes. And surprisingly, it is a vegan source of B12. It's got, I can't get this to focus here, but it's got tons of B12 for one serving, which is 3 tablespoons. You got 1,000% of B12. All right. Along with that, you get 190% of folate, 680% of B6, 350% of niacin, 380% of riboflavin. That's how you pronounce it. 830% of thiamine, and then you also get 8 grams of protein, and that's from 3 tablespoons, which is a serving. So, you know, just to get that 100% of B12, I don't know the exact math, but it's probably just like a teaspoon. So, you know, you just sprinkle this stuff on, I put it on potatoes. You could put it on salad. By potatoes, I mean I bake potatoes and then sprinkle on top. It has a slight cheese flavor to it. So you could substitute it with for cheese stuff, and you could sprinkle it on top of things that you would normally put cheese on, maybe like popcorn, for example, too. And anyway, it's a great source of natural B12 and other things. So consider that if you're vegan or vegetarian. And this is something I always keep on hand.